Hey, welcome back. Please like, subscribe, share the video. What I want to talk about today is you need to transfer your hardware 3 into a hardware 4 vehicle. I'm talking about Tesla full self-driving. Those of you who are familiar with Tesla, familiar with full self-driving, who are addicted to the brand, you want to do this. Now, I'm going to tell you how I did it, and I'm also going to address the fact that some of you may be a little angry about the fact that when you purchased your full self-driving back in the day, whenever, in my case it was 2022, I was promised that I would get all the updates, all the upgrades, and my full self-driving technology would grow just like everybody else's. But then when they came out with hardware 4, they realized that the hardware 3, which is what I had, just could not be updated in the same fashion. Now, they have never said they will not do it. They can constantly say that they are working on it. They are sorry they ever made the promises that they made. Elon has said that. So they have to figure out a way out of this. Now, I believe that they will figure this out, or they will make people whole, or they will give you some kind of a credit, some kind of a discount. Now, I'm not naive enough to think that everybody has the money to do this. People can't just trade in cars at will just because they want the next new fancy little thing. However, I will say this. Even my Model 3, which I still own that 2022 Model 3 that I purchased full self-driving for. I paid $12,000 for it. I know it was a ridiculous amount of money. I knew it at the time. But I also always and still believe that purchasing full self-driving technology is an asset. And it's going to be an income producing asset very, very soon, because we all know that this current Model Y that I own, which is about a week old, this is robotaxi capable. My car is the same car that's driving around Austin right now, driving around the Bay Area, San Francisco. So I know that I have an asset that will be able to go to work for me while I sleep. So if you're familiar with hardware 3, you already love it. You already are probably addicted to full self-driving. It's very hard to drive manually. I'm driving manually right now, but it's very hard to drive manually anymore, even for me. So the difference between hardware 3 and hardware 4 full self-driving is like night and day. It is so incredibly smooth, and it literally takes me from my driveway to wherever I'm going without intervention. There's zero. I've had zero interventions. Zero. The only time I have to do an intervention is when I decide I want to pull over and get a cup of coffee. I could, of course, pre-program that in, but I don't. Or if I change my mind about something, and that's the reason, really the only reason that I ever have to do an intervention. Now, I don't know how they're going to credit you. I know that everybody can't afford to do this. If you can, what I'm here to tell you today is you will not regret it. You will not be sorry. My car had 79,000 miles on it, my Model 3. I still have it. I'm not selling it. I was ready for a car very soon. I wasn't ready just yet. I was going to go up to about 100,000 miles, which would have been, in my case, maybe another year. Then I was going to buy some other Tesla. I never know which Tesla I'm going to buy, by the way. I want one of everything, but I never know which one I'm going to buy until the moment that I buy it. And I buy it for many different reasons. The reason I bought the Model Y is it's what I need right now. I would love it to be a robo-taxi, but even if it's not a robo-taxi, I do a lot of traveling for my business. Sometimes I do 214-mile round trips twice a week, sometimes 3 times a week. I need full self-driving for that. I need that comfort. The other thing that I plan on doing, I'm getting ready to make a video on this, is I'm planning on utilizing this car for car camping. Nothing crazy, but you know, sometimes I find myself up at my office. I don't have an apartment where it is, and it's a 2-hour drive away. Sometimes I'm tired, and I don't feel like, even in full self-driving, I don't feel like going home. But hotels are expensive. A cheap hotel now is a couple $100 a night. And I'm like, I've got my mattress, I've got a whole setup, I've done a video on that before, you might have seen it. I'm going to do a more detailed video later. But I can crash in this car, no pun intended. But I can literally go to sleep, crash out, and it costs me nothing. I have camp mode in this car, so I can set the temperature overnight in the vehicle, just like I would in my home, or just like you would in your home. I have window coverings, window shades that will cover all the windows. I have my, I gotta learn how to pronounce this, I'm probably doing it wrong. Havenby, it used to be Test Camp. It used to be Test Camp. The new name is Havenby. And I have that's my mattress, and I have all the goodies and the bells and whistles that go with that. But anyway, I digress. Do yourself a favor. If you can afford to, just trade up. I got the EV tax credit, and it's still available. It's not too late for you to get the $7,500 EV tax credit. I got the Model Y I wanted. I wanted white seats, and I wanted a tow package, because I want to have the ability, if I do go on long camping trips, I want to, at minimum, be able to put one of those little storage boxes that you put on your hitch on there. I want to be able to put my bicycle on there. I want to be able to pull a little trailer if I ever need to. But anyway, that's the reason I bought this particular Model Y. I have every reason to own a Cybertruck. The difference is I didn't need a Cybertruck. And I'm very happy I have full self-driving. I have also added full self-driving, just the $99 thing, the subscription. I've added that to the old Model 3. And that's because my daughter will be driving that car a little bit, my wife will be driving it, and I want them to get used to using full self-driving, because I believe it's already safer than the best driver. You think you're the best driver in the world? My Model Y and full self-driving is safer than you. I don't care what you say. But anyway, if you can swing it at all, do it. I promise you, you will not regret it. Thanks for watching. Please comment down below. And if you like the video, share, and please subscribe.